I mean to switch party members often. Let me just confirm how to go about it. We know! Oh, God.
Switch member at the switch. Party members in junction can be switched. Change party members, you go to switch member. And then you choose the person and you do it. I get it. We're veterans!
Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 6, Episode 17.
It is.
We're getting further into this game.
And yeah, we do say the title at the beginning of every episode.
I
still.
can't believe
I mean,
that
I
you
never say it, so.
That, because we listen to these so many times. But, you know, it happens. It's one of those things.
Hey, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe this is just a bit.
Memory is a fun.
But we got our whole party back together.
Yep. Quistis, Irvine, and Selfie have somehow made it to FH. And we don't really know this yet because it hasn't, like, shown the world to us, but FH is in the middle of the ocean, in the middle of, like, a bridge that goes from a continent to another continent.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how they made it all the way from the exploded base that they were at to here, but they are here. That's what's important.
On the bridge, I guess.
They drove through with the ironclad onto the bridge and made it to FH. And where we left off last week, we had just saved Mayor Doobie, the pacifist.
And now we gotta kill some time while the good citizens of FH repair our gardens so we can get the fuck out of here.
That's right. So let's get to it. We're standing with the mayor. We solved his problem with violence, and he's not sure how to feel about that.
Sorry for butting in. No, but I'm not thanking you. You don't have to. It's just what? What am I trying to say?
The mayor's like, thanks for saving my life, but I can't thank you because you did it with violence.
The liberal dilemma, man. It haunts me every day.
Squall's out here owning the libs.
I wanted to understand us! I wish you could be a little more understanding about us. We're not just a bunch of warmongers. We're non-profit warmongers.
We brought this death upon your city.
This city already looked like this. It's all fucked up anyway.
They love fixing things, though.
I don't know what more to say. Try to continue. It's hard for me to explain. I wish everything could be settled without resorting to violence, and there would be no need for battles. Like you've been preaching.
Imagine all the people.
If things could be settled by discussion. The only problem is that it often takes too much time. Especially if the others are not willing to listen.
Sometimes you just gotta cut through the bureaucratic tape with some violence.
No more bullshit, you know?
So I believe that fighting is inevitable at times. It's really sad.
Man, this conversation.
That's
like
all
this.
I have to say. I hope you understand someday. I think the world needs both people like you and people like us.
We need love and war, man.
But, you know, like, what would freedom be without slavery or whatever?
It wouldn't be a complete trip to a hippie town without a stone conversation about, like, the nature of human life, man.
Thank you for all your help. Goodbye.
And then he salutes him like this. Any secrets around here? Oh god, any... Whoa, I can go up the stairs. What's up here? Yeah, draw!
Draw!
Hey, let's take more haste.
So we run into a guy, an NPC named Middle-Aged Man.
I love cats. Yeah. You like cats? Yeah.
And after we say, yeah, we love cats, he's now called Middle-Aged Psycho.
Yeah, cats are great.
Yeah, cats are great. My house, there's like 256 cats.
Is this the guy who lives in,
Yeah, but what's weird is I can't count no more than that.
Yuffie's Town?
Yeah, well, yeah, he lives in Yuffie's basement. So this guy can only count 256 cats, huh?
Was that how many colors this game could display?
I don't know.
How many bits the PlayStation 1 had?
How many bits did the PlayStation 1 have? The PS1 was 128 bits. It could definitely do more than that in colors and shit. That just seems... That's just like such a computer number, you know? 256. Like, that's like, you know, one of the increments along the road of, like, sizes of hard drives and stuff like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, aren't all computers computer numbers?
Well, No. 32, 64, 128, and 256 are like key numbers in terms of like compute technology. And like I think when we got up to a gigabyte, it's like technically a little bit more than that, but we were like, just call it a fucking gigabyte.
I'm looking up 256 cats FF8, and
Yeah, okay.
I don't see anything about this guy. So this might just be nothing.
No, I see a game fact thing that says Fisherman's Horizon
Oh,
Easter
I
egg
accidentally
and programming
typed
joke.
FF8 256 cars.
No,
Yeah,
cats. And
Oh, an Easter. It is a programming joke.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Man, you zeroed
Fucking
in on
told
that.
you.
I
I
thought you
told
were
you.
crazy. I'm
No.
sorry. I was like, yeah, well, I mean,
notice how the name got changed simply from man to psycho. 8 bits equals 0.
I'm reading the same thing you are, and I
What
do
the
not
fuck is
understand this at all.
255, total of 256, 0 times FF, 16 decimal. Basically, you cannot go for more than 255 in a certain integer, which is the 8-bit. Writing 256 in dialogue is unaffected because it's the string. So,
I think you're crazy, Jeff. I think you're insane, and so is this man.
well,
Because the other thing would be that I'm too stupid to understand this, and I can't live in that world. I can't
Middle-aged
face that
psycho.
reality.
Oh, this is gonna make me sick.
I know. Spinach dip like that is like, you can't do more than 3 bites without getting sick.
Oh, we had spinach and artichoke dip or something.
yeah,
didn't we?
like whenever you have creamy dip, like that's like crab dip or something like that, it's so fucking good, and I regret it
In
every
middle
time because
school
I
and-
don't stop eating it.
high school, I just loved dip. You'd end up at some Super Bowl party with all the other families, and there would be crazy dips, and you would eat dip all day. I can barely touch dip now. It's sad. Hummus is the only dip I can reliably eat without getting sick.
So creamy. All that stuff there I got from this guy in Shumi Village. We're both artisans and share a lot in common, so we get along real good.
So in one of the rooms in FH, there's a man, an artisan of sorts.
He's got a little Moomba toy on his desk.
You took those guys to school, man. Man, that felt good. I'm gonna collect that junk later.
This will become important many, many episodes from now.
And we will not remember this, but he's like, hey man, I'm friends with dudes in Shumi Village, and we're all artisans, and we fucking trade secrets and shit.
I'm gonna do some preparations.
Okay, I'll do the actual thing.
I begin getting the system ready to cook chicken fried steak.
The perfect thing to make yourself feel better after eating too much dip.
I have a pretty good idea of how it goes down.
So I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes.
That's a good side. I've watched a lot of videos of the actual thing being done.
That's good, because I haven't. But I think in the instructions, there, I saw something about like,
I've seen it done
set up a series
IRL
of bowls
too.
full of, oh shit.
Well, no,
IRL?
it's like you get the egg and you get the flour, so you
Right.
put the, you bread the
A
thing.
series of bowls!
The internet, a series of bowls. Say, the master of Balam Garden is Nord, right? This guy, this boatman knows about Nord, and we do not, and we grew up at Balam Garden. Did he evolve already? What are you talking about? He's a Shumi. He should evolve.
Did he evolve? The amount of shit that Squall doesn't know about the world he lives in that random people seem to be aware of is high.
You don't know diddly squat, do you?
No, we don't!
Don't worry about it. You'll start getting it soon.
This has to be a meta NPC.
I don't think so. He's telling us real stuff about the world. I wonder what Norg's gonna evolve into. It's a little scary thinking. Like, he's like, you don't know what Shumi are? Like, have you been in the world? And we're like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna save and then see if any of these fools play cards. Oh, I like this town. Haley, come here. Hey, no.
No dip for you.
Hey,
The hummus is not for
no,
Haley.
come here.
Come.
You play cards, drunk man?
You play cards, Haley?
No, he doesn't. Do you play cards? Gosh, there's a fierce fighter behind that cute face of yours. Like, cute face that is battle scarred. This kid plays cards.
Fuck him up.
Oh, I think we're playing with Elemental now, too. I didn't see the rules. Oops. The sudden death rule was abolished from this region.
So I played this kid in cards, and I was just like Xing through, but before I played, I saw that this place has a huge list of rules. And then when I finished, it just said that one of the rules had been abolished, and I kind of don't pay attention to this, and I'm like, huh, that's weird.
That's gonna become a pain in our asses.
It's gonna be very important later, that mechanic.
Okay.
Darn it, I won't lose next time.
Did you get anything good?
Nah, one we don't have, but it's not very good.
That seems to be what most of it is.
Well, I think we're gonna have to find these card club members.
Oh yeah, the card club.
You know?
Yeah,
I bet they've got good shit.
they better.
So you go back to Martine, the old headmaster of Galbadia Garden, challenge him to cards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this guy plays cards. I
does.
confiscated all the cards from the students at Galbadia Garden.
Oh,
You're in for a
shit.
challenge.
When did you last save?
Right before this.
Good.
I don't do that kind of shit, Jeff. If I'm gonna play cards, I save and go, okay, it's card time.
Oh, our first real challenge, I bet.
I bet he's got some crazy stuff.
We play this guy like 3 or 4 times. Apparently, the guide tells us that he has the Quetzalcoatl card if you fight him here.
Yeah,
you fight 'em in cards.
We weren't looking at the guide then, and we didn't realize that, like, even if somebody has a rare card, they still draw from, like, a pool, I guess. So
Yeah.
you have to keep playing them over and over and over, and I guess even 3 or 4 times wasn't enough, because we just got nothing but scrub-ass cards from this guy.
The guide says you can win all of his level 7 boss cards if you have the patience.
I mean, that's true of almost everything in a Final Fantasy game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Patience is what it takes.
By the way, just as like a side note reminder to people, we did not have the guide when we played it. We only have the guide here in voiceover land. Eventually we'll start Googling things in the past, but we only have the guide here in the future.
Well, and we try to play as blind as possible. Like,
Right.
if we get really stuck, we don't usually want to just bang our heads against it forever. We'll look stuff up, but we also don't want everything pre-planned.
Guys, excuse me. Oh shit. We can't see his cards.
Oh.
We don't have any of these elements either.
-1, dude.
Because he put it on an element that it's not up, so it takes down the stats
Oh.
when you put it on those.
Okay, okay. He's like really thinking about what to do.
Not being able to see the cards makes this like a real game.
Wow, he's like really thinking about what to do.
This game, when you play an AI that's serious, will like have him take time to think about his turn and be like, do I want this card? No, maybe I want this card.
Right.
And it's like, you're a video game. Just play the fucking card.
Well, because you can see what card his cursor is on, because it kind
Right.
of pops out from his hand a little bit.
So he's kind of like going down and then back and then maybe down. And
Mhm.
just to give you that flavor.
It's a nice touch.
Really considering his move here. Oh, this guy's fucked.
Yeah.
His fucking ass.
Yeah. I gotta stop eating it. We don't have like most of these. Stop eating chips, Ryan. You're gonna make yourself sick and then you won't be hungry. Hey,
Getting too close to the dip.
the chips. Trying to put her nose in the bag. Yeah, I love this AI where they make it seem like he's really considering what to do. Wow, he has 2 really good gold. Oh, he's 3.
I guess Alvarez.
Ooh, I'm gonna save and play him again.
I'm just putting together a mix of flour and paprika and seasoned salt and pepper, and
That sounds good.
it's gonna be one of the stations. Already got an egg mixed with milk.
A series of bowls.
I promise you guys we're going to make chicken fried steak. It's not this week.
Not today.
It will be happening soon.
And anyway, while Jeff is just sort of idly prepping stuff, or you're not idle, you're actively doing it.
Yeah.
Actively prepping stuff to
Yes.
make chicken fried steak. I just move on from Martine and play one of the familiar faces in cards.
Oh, fuck. Wow, he has good cards. Handmaster Norg. Oh, we got the oil boil.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man, let me go save. I'm just gonna keep playing. Oh shit.
You alright?
I just knocked the table a little bit. Startled myself. I'm coming back from this asshole.
Holy shit.
Dude, he has a gold one like every time we play that we don't have. Is that Biggs and Wedge? I think he just played Biggs and Wedge.
Oh, that's awesome. I think he did.
Yes. You got Master Norg. Or Shumi Tribe card. Well, looks like Master Norg. Whew. Alright, I think I'm done playing this guy.
Anyway, we start heading back towards the garden.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with the cards that I've earned here.
The headmaster gave the okay to let the technicians in the garden. They're in there right now. I was wondering, those technicians seem very handy. So, would it be alright if I asked them to fix some other stuff?
On the way up, Irvine asks Squall if it would be cool with him if he had these Fisherman's Horizon people fix some other stuff at the school besides whatever they're fixing now.
Yeah, that'll become clear what he means later, obviously, but it's definitely reads to me like, oh, are we going to install, like, jets on the school or something?
Right. It's also funny that, like, even though it's not official yet, Squall is just de facto in charge of everything going on.
As long as it doesn't slow down the work on the garden, go ahead. Try not to ask for too much.
Do you think
Yeah,
it's going to
of
be one of
course.
those things where it's like, hey, remember how I mentioned that I was going to have them work on this shit? Well, the garden
Oh,
is
now he's
now
in
a
our-
spaceship.
Now he's in our party with us, okay.
What?
Self is feeling down right now. I thought I should let you know, since you're kinda like everybody's leader. I think you should go talk to her. I know you're a klutz when it comes to these things, so I'll back you.
Where is she?
She's hanging out at the stage by the quad. Oh, okay. I didn't expect all this heavy machinery.
How else are you gonna repair it with hammers and nails?
Hey, this isn't my department.
Then what is?
So Irvine is just kind of idly chatting, and then Cloud snaps at him. Like, you thought they were going to fix it without machines, you idiot?
And he's just like, look, I'm not an engineer. I'm just reacting to what I'm seeing.
What do you do around here?
Guns and women, of course. You fucking were too afraid to shoot your gun at the moment we needed you, you asshole. I had to give you a pep talk.
That was
It's like
ridiculous.
you've been training your whole life to be a sniper.
This fucking guy, yeah.
Hey kid, you play cards? No, he doesn't.
So we're back in the school on the second floor, and we remember we can go back into that classroom.
The whole gang's back together, too. We've come full circle from the prison escape.
Yeah.
It's been a long loop.
We go in the classroom? Yeah, we can go in the classroom. There's people in here. Here's another Treep groupie. I can just picture Instructor Treep fighting you. Instructor Treep has defeated 33 enemies. And I had such an innocent image of her. Oh, let me give you your stats. You've defeated 66 enemies, but I don't even care about you.
I wish our character liked Professor Tree.
I know, me too.
It's pretty funny to me that in the classroom are a couple of Treep groupies just telling you your game stats.
Let me look at the computer.
Is there new shit?
There's
Is
probably
there
not. I
new
just want to see
software?
if it still works on disc 2. It does.
We're here at the terminal. Play the sound. You turn this terminal on, and now that I know that there is more stuff here, like with the Timber Maniacs entries and stuff like that we could theoretically read, I'm so mad that you're like, let's not go back into this nightmare.
I mean, to be fair, it was I turned it on and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I looking at this?
Yeah,
I
know.
don't want to deal with this
You walk
again.
away.
Let's see. What a pain. Let's go down to the quad. Bling, 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 bling. Bling, 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 bling. Oh no, the garden party's ruined!
So the stage in the quad has been destroyed by all the commotion.
And Selfie's standing in front of it.
And it's so sad because this is where the garden festival was going to happen.
Phew, this is so bad. Yeah, it's been crazy with the garden moving and crashing into FH. A lot's happened.
You know, I really wanted to see a band perform on this stage. I even had my eyes set on a few people too.
Like who?
Oh well, that band that was in Ballum, that was like...
Oh,
one of the
yeah,
fucking
that's right, that band.
party.
Yeah, fuck. Duh.
Cheer her up.
Come on, I'm sure you can still do something.
Squall, being sensitive, that's weird. You're the last person I expected to cheer me up.
He's
I
changing!
must really look depressed.
Selfie's pretty funny. She's like, if you're trying to cheer me up, I must be like fucking putting out some horrible energy.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Selfie is great and the kind of person who's never put out negative vibes before, so this is all new to her.
What's so weird? I care just like everybody else.
You spent half the game in your head talking about how you don't care and nobody should care.
I just have feelings and I don't know how to express them. Why can't everybody understand me?
It's just there are too many things that can't be helped, so why bother talking about everything? Uh-oh. There you go again into your own little world, and you're not going to share anything, huh?
That does indicate that Squall is regularly looking off into the distance,
People
having an inner monologue, and people are like,
people are noticing this as he's just sitting there going, yeah.
Why is she teasing me? I was just trying to help. Well, I think I'm feeling better. Don't worry about me, Squall. Irvine, you help her. I'm out of here. Alrighty.
I kind of like this because Squall accidentally cheers her up just by being himself. And she's like, you're hilarious, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you with this sleazy guy. Squall, this is the headmaster speaking. Please come to my office. What now? I guess there's no point feeling blue. That's right. Let's get the fun started.
Sid gets on the PA and calls Squall away.
And meanwhile, like, Irvine and Selfie are left here, and Irvine is like, we are gonna have a ball. I got some plans.
So, first we'll ask the FH technicians if they can fix the stage. If they can fix the garden, this should be a piece of cake for them.
They love fixing things.
Oh, this is what he was like. You mind if I ask them to fix some other stuff?
Okay.
Do you think they'll do it? Don't worry, I'll back you. I'm sure they'll do it. Hey, that means... Yep, you can have your band perform on the stage. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Man, I can't wait
Score,
to play 10-2.
baby. I'm all set to make my move.
So yeah, Irvine's whole thing he asked Squall is that he wanted to do something for Selfie, which, if you remember way back, he first met Selfie and tried to marry her.
Oh, right.
It turns out that he actually just is actually really into her, and throughout the game you kind of track his, love is the theme, as we've said. And so, everyone kind of has someone they pair off with for the most part, except for Quistis. Anyway.
That's true. Anyway, we do go up to Sid's office, and it's a line where Squall's like, and that's the end of my report.
Yep.
That about covers my report, sir.
I see. I also heard a report from Selfie just a moment ago. She said the diary is open to everyone to see. Maybe you should have a look.
The diary?
The diary.
Wait. So maybe the diary wasn't available to us until now. I think by the diary, that's the Timber Maniacs thing, that she's keeping a diary on a website that you can access through the terminal or something.
Well, I don't remember, but yeah, Selfie has been adding her diary to the terminal, which I think is
fucking insane and upsetting is that 2 goddamn episodes from now, she's gonna go, hey, I got an idea. I'm gonna start a diary.
Apropos of nothing, Sid here just says, Selfie's gonna make the diary available to everyone, as though we know what the fuck that means. He doesn't even say access it through the terminal.
He doesn't.
That's all he says. And then he just moves on.
Oh, and one more thing. It appeared that the Galbadians were searching for a loan. That seemed to be their main objective in FH. I believe that Sorceress Adia is behind all this.
Alone has the ability to allow people to
this Sid
experience
thinking
the
this?
past.
Or no, Squall is.
Squall
He's
is.
looking down into the right.
Yeah. You should tell Sid about this.
Maybe the Sorceress is after her for this ability. What other reason could there be?
It's legitimately not clear whether or not he's told Sid about the dreams, but he's saying in his own head, Alone has the ability to send you back in time.
And I mean, to just, rather than asking Sid, hey, here's what I know, what do you know, let's get on the same page, he's just makes assumptions in his mind and goes with them. It's so unsatisfying.
I still cannot believe that they haven't made clear that, Sorceress Adia's seeds are not Sorceress Adia's.
I
I
can't believe that Sid, when he told us about that he's married to her, didn't say she used to be good and then got taken over or something and turned evil. Oh, come with us, audience, on a magical journey into the past.
So now the Galbadians are working for Sorceress, and we're searching for Alone in FH.
And regardless of whether they found her or not, they had orders to burn the city down.
That would help reduce the number of potential places where she could hide. Most likely, the sorceress will not stop this onslaught until Alone is found. She will continue to hunt her and burn everything in her path.
But we gave...
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I'm not crazy, right? Those seeds said they work for Adia, didn't
I
they?
think so, yeah. So I don't know what... I honestly... I'm confused by what happened there.
This game is straight up fucking gaslighting you.
It is. I mean, we gave her to Adia's seeds. Adia, the sorceress.
The one who you're married to, Sid.
Who Squall suspects is behind all of this.
Maybe the sorceress went mad and the seeds, like, work for who Adia used to be. You know, like, they don't take orders from her, but they were her seeds, and they're, like, just on their own now. Would that make sense if they're, like, trying to help with the
Who are
mission?
they? They're just on their own?
I don't fucking know, but they can't be working for her now, or else
I guess
we'd have
we'll
a
find out when we see Alone next. We can't wait any longer.
So he's finally going official. About time.
Going official?
What does that mean? This is Headmaster Sid. I have an announcement to make. Let's just quit flirting. I have important news that I must share with all of you.
Sid makes an announcement over the PA system.
The garden is being repaired right now.
We know.
We'll leave FH immediately after it's finished. We're going on a journey.
Finally.
It cuts around to a bunch of different locations in the school where people are hearing this.
Zell is still in line for a hot dog.
Yeah, the cafeteria is full of people.
It's in the back of the line again, waiting for hot dogs. This is a journey to defeat the sorceress. Garden will now be used as a mobile base. Fuck yeah, school's out. The administration of Garden will be run by myself and the staff as usual. What about Norg? Do you have any thoughts on Norg?
He's just dead now. Maybe he evolved. Maybe he's going to evolve. We just heard that the Shumi evolved. Maybe we'll fight Norg again.
This journey will involve many battles. A well-qualified leader is needed for this. And I've got just the fucking idiot in mind. Therefore, I'm appointing Squall as your new leader. From now on, Squall will be the leader. He will decide our destination and battle plan.
Are you
For
serious?
he is the protagonist of this story.
Sid's going official. Squall is now in charge, although Sid and the faculty will still do the administrative work. All of the journey will be led by this kid.
If I were at this school and knew this guy, I would just be sitting there going like, we're all doomed.
Oh,
like,
man.
what's been happening to this place?
At my high school, the
Jesus.
guy who was the class president was this dude who had a hilarious, but clearly, in retrospect, probably pretty terrible public access TV show where he was doing like Tom Green kind of bits. And I'm just imagining if the school was like, he's now actually in charge. And I was like, no, not him.
Oh man, our class president was just like the objectively best, nicest, smartest kid at the school
This
who
was
was
the
also a track star.
This was definitely the objectively most popular man.
Well, we had a different position for that called like Mr. Plano Senior High or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
This guy just, yeah, it was
Popularity
like,
contest for the popular kids.
I can't believe this.
Everyone follow his orders. If there are any objections, please come see me in person.
I don't even have a choice.
The weight of responsibility thrust upon this child. Squall, we're under your command from now on. This is your fate.
Why don't you tell me what is happening
Maybe
if I'm in charge
it's a
now?
thing where it's like, Master Nord was like had a Santa Claus, and now you're becoming a Nord. And Sid's like, this is your fate.
Oh my god.
It's your destiny to lead the way in defeating the sorceress.
Don't joke about this like it's been decided since my birth.
Oh boy. Has it? Though?
Probably. I don't know.
What an insane thing to spring on someone publicly without talking to them about it beforehand.
Truly.
And you know what? Squall has a justified reaction. I usually am upset about how angsty he is, but this is something to be angsty about.
It is.
So we cut to black and we see his thoughts.
I don't mind fighting the sorceress. It's unavoidable as long as I'm a seed member.
Uh-huh.
What? As long as I'm a seed member? What if I quit?
Oh, God.
Quit? Then what? What do I have left? Don't even think about it. Just stop thinking. He's in bed again, rolling back and forth.
God, this fucking
I'll
kid.
just have to do as I was told. Command the garden and kill the sorceress. How does Headmaster Sid expect me to take care of everyone? It'd be best to fight the sorceress soon and end this nonsense. But isn't she the headmaster's wife? He wants me to kill his wife?
I love it. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like,
What does it feel like to give an order like that?
So while Squall is wrestling with the weight of the fucking world, everyone else is having a good time planning a surprise party.
This is nuts.
Hey everyone, here's our producer, Selfie.
They're gonna try to have the garden festival, even though
There's a pandemic on.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly.
Ahem, we'll be holding the concert as planned. The performance isn't just for us though, it's also for Squall, to congratulate him on his recent promotion. Sounds fun. Who's gonna perform? We are. What? Yeah, right. You're kidding.
Well, I guess the band that lives in Balam is pretty fucking far away right now.
Yeah, the garden festival has been severely compromised. They're gonna have to be the entertainment, and it's now
And the audience.
just a party for Squall.
No way. You can count me out. I have no
Count me
musical
out.
aptitude. Oh, really? I gotta see this. Let's just give it a try. We have everything ready and all we need is 4 people. You need a band. This is gonna be fun. Oh, sorry, Renoa, but you're not gonna be a member. Quistis doesn't want to do it. You're leaving me out? Uh-huh. We have something more important for you to do.
They're like, Renoa, you're not a part of the band. We have another idea for you.
You have a more important role to play. Everyone's got plans for Squall, man. It is
the fact
weird.
that this all comes together without anybody specifically being like, you know what we should do is fuck with Squall's head.
So what are we gonna do? I mean, basically, we're all amateurs, right? Even if you hand us instruments, we won't be able to do anything.
First, I want to ask you guys something. Okay, I took over this event after I transferred to Balam, right? I have the composition that the last producer recommended to me, but everything got all messed up after the garden started moving.
This is how confusing the game can be. She says, I took over this event after I transferred to Balam Garden.
Mhm.
She's been screaming the words Garden Festival through the entire game and then doesn't actually use those words here. She's
I
like,
know.
that event. And yes, I guess she said it enough times that we should know
But
what
she
she's
should
talking about.
say, like, we're gonna have the garden festival
now.
anyway. Yeah.
But instead, it's like, what are we doing this for?
Well, because when we started editing this season and she started yelling about the garden festival, we were both like, it never happens.
Yeah, we were like, was it the final cutscene of the game?
And then
maybe?
we look up, oh wait, the garden festival was that thing
Which-
it's about to happen
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and it's weird.
But they don't call it that.
No, they don't, and it's not a festival either. Nobody attends.
There's supposed to be only 4 scores that go with the composition, but I got 8 scores here.
Oh,
What does that mean? It's pretty simple. 4 other scores from a different composition got mixed up with the 4 scores that Selfie had.
okay.
So we have to find the 4 original scores to perform the composition that Selfie has. The only way we're going to find them is to play all 8 scores and see. What?
God,
So I want
what?
you guys to pick an instrument, one person at a time, and play it. Irvine knows the composition, so he'll choose which 4 are the right ones. Let's get started.
And with that, it pops up a menu saying, what should Zell play?
With a list of instruments.
Mhm.
What instrument do we want to put Zell on?
What are our options?
Guitar, sax, electric guitar, piano, violin, flute, bass guitar, or tap?
Tap. Put him on the tap shoes.
What is happening?
Zell has begun to tap.
Yeah, what happens is when you choose an instrument, it'll show you what they're going to do and what it sounds like. And I think what you're supposed to do is listen to each instrument and pick which 4 go together.
Looking at the guide, there's apparently like 2 particular...
Well, it's like 2 pieces of music got mixed together.
Right. There's apparently the Irish jig and the slow dance.
From what I could tell, they're both in the same key, so I was like, oh, it doesn't fucking matter. You choose whichever ones you want, and they sound okay.
But the guide says the Irish jig is the guitar, the violin, the flute, and the tap. And the slow dance is the sax, the electric guitar, the piano, and the bass guitar.
Irish jig makes sense. I was kind of going like, what piece of music would have tap as like a main component?
I assume we're supposed to play the slow dance, but we don't play either of those things. We play
We
our
play
own
our own
concoction.
jam, man.
He's tap dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit.
Does this just go on for forever?
This is the rest
Oh,
of the game.
I can... How's this? Okay, sounds good, or try something else.
Are you gonna build, like, a song, and that's, like, part of it? You know?
I guess. I just want to make sure that there's no way to get a Guardian Force out of this if you do it right.
Oompa, 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 pa.
Should we have Zell try something else? Let's see. Piano.
So you begin going through all 8 instruments to get a lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think that the thing is that 4 of these instruments go together, and 4 of them...
Oh,
You know
right.
what I
And
mean?
we have to figure out which ones were mixed in, right? That's what they
Yeah.
just said. Okay.
Let's hear all of them. Okay, guitar. I think this would go with the piano.
Mm-hmm. This is the Cloud Atlas Quartet.
Okay, I think no matter what we choose, they're all gonna go together. It'll just sound like a different arrangement.
Okay.
It's so far, it's all in the same key. Alright, I like the bass, but okay. So what do we want to give Zell? It doesn't matter. Should we keep him on tap?
Sure.
Okay, that's good. Irvine will play piano, maybe. Yeah, Irvine will play piano. Selfie
Song sounds like it's gonna be good.
is gonna fucking play guitar.
Selfie played guitar.
No, actually, this is the same as the piano. We'll put you on electric guitar. Yeah, that's good. And then Quistis is gonna play bass guitar, because that's the coolest.
Quistis on bass.
You picked 3 instruments from the slow dance, and then the 4th was tap.
Man, I would have actually gotten it right if I didn't just think it was too funny to have Zell tap dancing instead of actually contributing to the music.
The missing piece was a saxophone.
I'm not here to hate on tap dancing either. It's just it doesn't belong in the slow dance.
Sounds good. Okay, we have until tonight to practice for the performance.
Why did the victory music just play?
Because we are victorious. Renoa, that's when you're up. You can count on me. It's gonna be a blast. I'm bored. What's everybody doing? Meh.
Fuck this guy.
Meh.
So then we cut back to Squall doing what else?
Lying in bed complaining about how he doesn't like anyone and doesn't want to do this, and now he's like, I'm bored. Where is everybody?
Like, what the definition of a shit?
Shh, here he comes.
So Squall exits his dorm room, and Quistis, Zell, and Renoa are waiting for him at the end of the hallway, and Renoa's wearing that dainty dress from
The night they met.
Yeah, when they had the graduation ceremony or whatever.
And they're all like, psst, 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 psst. Okay, he's coming. Okay, okay.
Renoa got all dressed up in her sexy evening dress for us that she was wearing at the party. Okay, he's all yours. They're gonna play a song so that we can dance, I bet. They set up like a romantic, so what's up?
Zell and Quistis quickly run away to go do what they're gonna do, leaving Renoa alone with Squall.
I gotta remind myself that they're 17 because with all the shit going on and all that they've been through, for them to go like, oh my god, you like Squall? Oh my god, you know what we should do? Oh my god, you guys. And to do this.
But when I was 17 once, and I can't imagine doing this for a friend who had a crush.
Well, I was also a
guess,
17-year-old
I don't know.
who wasn't socially well adjusted.
Yeah,
and didn't
maybe
hang
that's-
out with that many
maybe
girls and
that's
wasn't
it.
like dating and stuff.
Yeah.
Instead, I was like
Alone in my basement watching seasons of 24 over and over again.
ringing doorbells and running away, you know?
So we can't relate to these 17-year-olds.
Blowing up Hostess snacks, causing general chaos and destruction wherever I could, but not this.
Can we tell the Banana You Glad story? There's not room for it here.
Not here.
Yeah.
Not here.
You look so down. Come on, Squall. How old are you? You're still a teenager. Why don't you act like one for a change?
He's been acting like one non-stop, man.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Let's go to the concert. I don't know. I'm not in the mood, or I don't know. I'm not in the mood. I don't know.
I mean, both are
I don't
horrible
know.
answers.
Why not?
Why don't you know?
Yes. Okay, let's go.
So then it cuts to Fisherman's Horizon, and it's like, head out to the center of the solar array.
Yeah, the mayor's house is all lit up. And it's like, didn't Irvine ask those people to like fix the stage?
He said he was.
Why is the concert not at the stage that they were gonna fix? So she convinced you, eh? Looking good together. So, like, I found this place. It's perfect for you guys. Give me a break.
I'm realizing he's very
Can't
quickly
miss it.
becoming like a George Bush.
It's about a stage. Can't miss it. I left an old magazine there.
I love you doing this voice so much. Irvine slowly becomes George W. Bush, but it's like a couple of times we forget and go back to the old happy-go-lucky cowboy, but then we remember more and more. George W. Bush is the perfect voice for this guy.
And George Bush is like giving us a tip that he found like the perfect makeout spot or something, and he left a fucking magazine to market.
Which is weird because, as we said, he said he was going to get that other stage fixed so that this could happen.
This kind of plan also where you're like, oh my god, we're gonna like Renault and Squall are gonna
Yeah.
blah blah blah, usually requires someone else to go to Squall and be like, Squall, do you like Renault?
Right.
Instead they have this guy who, as far as they know, doesn't like anybody and never has, and they're like, ooh, you know what he would like?
Yeah. I feel like that kind of like, oh, let's try to get those two alone together or whatever happened in middle school once or twice. But
It's
like,
happened to me in my 30s, and it's the most
Oh,
uncomfortable,
that
horrible
fucking story sounded like a nightmare.
thing. It's just, and when it happens, you're just like, why
Now
are
what?
you doing
Now
this?
Yeah.
You can thank me later. Have fun. Oh man, this guy is sick. I might be there later with a special someone too. Come on, man. I'm about to make my move.
Yeah, and Irvine is like, I'm also gonna put my moves on selfie tonight, bro. Like he's acting like we're both like in college or something. He's like, tonight we're both gonna lose our V cards. We're not gonna be the only freshmen here who haven't gotten our dicks wet or something. But like again, Squall's not in on any of this. Like this isn't fun for him.
Is the theme love or just young people fucking? Like, what is this about?
It doesn't know. I don't think this game knows what it's about, honestly. It might reveal itself to like
And then at the end of the
some other
day,
shit.
is there a difference?
I don't know.
I don't know. Que sera. Jeez, thanks a lot. This is gonna be so romantic, Jeff. Our friends are gonna play a song so that we can kiss.
Well, that sounds great.
I guess the Fisherman's Horizon people, when Irvine was like, you think you can fix the stage? Were like, oh man, like our friend tours with fish. Let us just set up their lighting setup for you at the mayor's house.
Yeah, there's this unbelievable stage that's now been set up in front of the mayor's house. But Irvine did specifically say about the one in the quad.
I know. They needed a line of dialogue or something for him to be like, the Fisherman's Horizon boys have hooked us up with their own stage.
There's like 4 floating platforms that each of them is standing on holding an instrument.
That are lit, like the stages themselves are lit, and then there's a laser light show going on.
Fuck. I mean,
Look at this.
Irvine's up there with the piano, and then Zella's up there with his tap shoes.
This is the kind of setup that you drop acid to, and there's nobody here to see this.
Except for Squall, and Selfie calls out to Squall, "Squall, you big stud!"
Squall, you big stud. This is weird.
This is all for you. Congratulations. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, again, not calling it the Garden Festival. They say that this is a celebration of Squall's ascension to being a leader. Like, they are congratulating the guy on his promotion.
Yeah.
And also trying to get him together
seems like
with
they're
Renoa.
more doing it for Renoa and their own entertainment. And this is one of the only times I feel sympathetic to Squall in this game. Is
Yeah.
like, he's getting roped into some bullshit. And like, someone should talk to him beforehand.
Renoa, don't let him get away.
Whatever.
What?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
This fucking like 50s dance song.
Haley, come on. It's a waltz.
The game says press square to change view, and I guess there's a couple of camera angles set up for this crazy concert.
If you really want to, you can watch them jam this amazing song from several angles.
I love that he's tap dancing up there.
It's the dumbest thing we could have chosen.
He's really focused on it.
He left an old magazine. He was like by the stage. I left an old magazine there. Here's the old magazine. What is it? This looks like the place he was talking about. Oh, a naughty
magazine. I thought he was kidding. Fuck.
Squall and Renoa are on some kind of like make-out ledge.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, the band starts playing, and we immediately walk to the side, look away, and sit down facing the solar panels.
And Renoa comes up.
You wanted to talk about something, right? We can move this porno mag.
No, we're
not
sitting
to
next
sit
to
with it between
We're sitting
us.
with it between us. What is it?
Well, it's about your promotion. Things are gonna get real tough for you, huh?
I don't want to think about that.
Squall, I'm sure there'll be a lot of difficult things that you'll have to deal with from now on. We were talking about that and saying how you'll probably try to handle everything on your own.
I probably will.
You know, when you start thinking, you tend to frown like this.
No, she's showing him how he frowns.
Whoa, she just did a backward somersault.
Squall like quickly raised his arm near Renoa, and she's like, "Whoa, let me get out of the way."
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like a motion like he's going, forget it, you know?
Right.
And she, like, instinctively dives out of the way.
Well, I mean, her last boyfriend was Cypher, so when Squall moved his hand, she probably was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh my god, he's gonna hit me.
But really, we were saying that, well, you can't handle everything on your own. You're gonna...
She just pushed him off the ledge. Whoa, he's down on the solar panels.
Wow, look at how they do reflections. They're
Not
like
that
ghosts.
Great, but cool.
Renoa like pushed him into the pool, except that the pool is like this hard solar panel.
I know. From what it seems like they fall a good 10 feet down onto this solar panel.
Well, it's like
That's
a
it.
ghost mirror.
Just let out anything. Anything. We want you to talk to us a little more, that's all.
Just whip it out, Squall. Your emotions, I mean.
Kiss her, Squall.
You know, if there's anything you want to tell us, anything we could do, don't hesitate to let us know. I know it's not easy, but I wish you would trust us, rely on us a little more.
Oh my god. Am I that untrusting? Maybe this is the way because what? Maybe this way because maybe I'm this. Maybe I'm this way because I'm scared.
I mean, he's annoying, but to be fair, if people were talking to me like she was that I barely knew, I also would be like, oh, God. Why am I surrounded by idiots?
Nothing lasts in this world. It feels great to have friends who believe in you, but adults you can rely on. That's why it's so dangerous, especially if you become used to it. Someday you're bound to lose everything. Everybody around you will be gone.
Oh, God.
This is all happening in Squall's head while Renoa is staring at him.
Staring at his back.
Then what are you left with? Nothing. Nobody. It's so miserable. And it's inevitable. It's so hard to recover from something like that. I never wanted to deal with that again. I can't. Even if it means being alone.
Gosh, this is irritating.
Fucking leave this guy alone
What?
and like fuck off because
Oh,
he
me?
sucks. Sorry about that.
What? Oh, no. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the music.
What?
Do you think if we had gotten the song right, like if I hadn't chosen Tap for Zell, she wouldn't think it was irritating?
I wonder because she makes this point of like, and the song's all fucked up.
Squall takes this pause in their conversation to be like, maybe this is my exit. Maybe I can just walk away.
Oh, well, see you later, alright?
Come on, don't go. It was a misunderstanding. I want to talk more.
I'll talk about what I want, when I want, to whom I want.
I just want to hear you talk. You don't want to talk right now?
I thought you didn't want to talk with this annoying music in the background.
I never said that. Come on. I'm not good enough for you?
Dude, he's not good enough for you.
I don't
It's
know.
not you.
They
I
seem
just
kinda
don't-
made for
yeah,
each
maybe
other.
they are. I don't know.
Both
I
fucking
just
obnoxious.
don't feel like it.
I understand.
Will they or won't they, Jeff? Will they or won't
Oh,
they?
God.
And Renoa runs off.
Mhm.
You got to imagine it's a deflating moment for the band.
Oh, well, this won't change anything. I think I was honest. I prefer to be alone, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go to my room and I'm
We
gonna
saw
be
them
alone.
hug in the opening of the game.
Look, yeah, we've seen the cover.
They're gonna hug.
They're gonna hug.
They're gonna hug. It's gonna happen. They're gonna hug. The grand finale of this build-up will be that they hug.
So Squall goes back to his favorite place, his room, and lies in bed and lives his favorite memory, which is being a child standing alone in the rain going, sis, sis.
Sis,
Oh,
We're
God.
back in the rain as little kids squall.
I'm all alone, but I'm doing my best. I'll be okay without you, sis. I'll be able to take care of myself.
Squall, Squall, please report to the bridge immediately.
There's a call over the PA for Squall to get his ass out of bed, so he snaps back out of his memory.
Kid, I'm lying in bed depressed. It's always the middle of the day.
He's fucking
lying in bed
always
with
in
clothes.
his room.
What is it now?
What do they want from me?
You're in charge, asshole.
Yeah, you're the goddamn leader of the school.
Put Irving in charge. Or Quistis. Jesus, put Quistis in charge. She was our
She was our teacher. Fucking Sid.
She's at least 18 years old.
There was a scene. There was a scene where she's like, "Now I'm a seed, just like you.
She
We're
got
the same
demoted.
now."
Yeah, but she still has more experience than we have. The tile bedroom really bothers me. Like, is there a drain underneath the bed in this room? And you just hose this place down
I guess
and it's dirty?
You know, it's actually a really good idea for a dorm to have a tile bathroom, a tile floor. Then you can just hose it down at the end of the year.
No, you just get that crappy carpet that you can really shampoo, you know?
Yeah, they do that, don't they?
Yeah, because you don't want to stand on tile.
It's just everybody's
Drunk
getting
kids falling
wasted,
on tile.
puking all
no,
over the.
No, you can't have drunk kids falling over on tile.
The throw up is easier to pick up.
Doesn't matter if the room's dirty. They're filthy kids.
You're right. They're
You gotta go to the
disgusting
bathroom.
children.
And then I'll just try to chicken fried steak.
And that's where we're going to leave it for episode 17.
We're in the shit. We're in the middle of it. And it's never going to make more sense than it does right now.
I can't wait for what's ahead.
I know, man. It was so hard to do the beginning of this season because there was like nothing to comment on.
Right,
because we were
right.
like, doesn't seem like anything's happening. What are the stakes? What's going on? Then once they start revealing the quote unquote secrets, we can't stop talking because you can never reach a conclusion. There's no stopping point when you begin talking because none of it makes sense.
Because you're trying to make sense of the evidence that you have.
you talk in a circle.
Things are not adding up.
But, like we said at the beginning, the solid ground we have to stand on is that Renoa and Squall are gonna hug.
Right.
And it didn't happen yet, but they're closer to it than they've ever been.
Yes. There's still major pieces of this puzzle that we're going to look at and go like, how does that fit with the rest of this jigsaw?
There's stuff that Sid has yet to reveal that pales in comparison to the shit he's already told us that he was holding back.
Or the opposite. The stuff that
The
he said
stuff he's
already
told us now pales
in,
yeah, sorry.
comparison to the shit that he's gonna tell
Sorry,
us.
my brain is mush.
Yeah, so that was crazy. I believe we're now gonna get control of the school from here.
Man, we haven't had free agency in so many episodes.
It's crazy.
It's been like since we left Timber to walk to Galbadia.
I mean, unless you count the free agency we had to explore FH and play cards with everybody.
I mean, like wandering the world map, going to wherever.
It's been a while.
God, man.
And also, at the beginning of next week, we're gonna make chicken fried steak.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
So the episode's gonna open with a big chicken fried steak break.
You're in luck, fans of chewing sounds.
So look forward to all that.
I sure am.
Oh, before we go, do you want to log into the cybernet and see if there's any messages for us?
Let me just decrypt passcodes.
I'm gonna defrag my passcode.
Defrag the hard system. Get in there with the spider keys. Go.
Go. And we're in. There's a message. Clicking on it now. The message reads, "Thank you, Jeff and Ryan, for the yeoman's work y'all are putting into some of my favorite games. Although your frankly criminal save hygiene has brought me to the edge of more than one panic attack, and your repeated inability to read menus drives me to drink, I nevertheless really enjoy going on this journey with you. If you love a long, slow struggle through an FF game, you'll probably also love the slick genius on display at speedrun.com/FF. May I recommend Ajneb174's world record FF7 all boss run? That's AJNEB174, which clocks in at 9 hours and 8 minutes as a nice palate cleanser to No Cat Season 4. What the fuck is that ruby weapon strat? Seriously. A huge shout out to the FF speedrun community, especially to my man Puwexel for his epic and live 100% glitchless runs of FF6 and Chrono Trigger at recent Games Done Quick events. Sincerely, just a fan." Oh man, Puwexel is amazing.
Jesus, that I've watched that Chrono Trigger run like 6 or 7 times. I mean, yeah, FF and old JRPG runs are great. So go check that out. Get involved in that speedrunning community.
And thank you for the nice note.
Yeah. And yeah, definitely go check out those runs Puexel did at those events. Those are
Amazing.
so good.
All right, and let's get out of here. If you're interested in a message, just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. That's NOCKAT. Messages are $25 each, and we do payments through PayPal. So just email us.
That's
and
right.
We will do it.
Thank you so much to our Patreon supporters.
Thank you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing it. If you want to join the Patreon and see the video version and get the episodes early and get a t-shirt or a mug, go to patreon.com/nocat.
If you don't want to do any of that but still want a t-shirt or mug, go to Etsy and search "No One Can Know About This"
Yes.
and find our Etsy store.
We got mugs and shirts of cool designs.
Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts or the review aggregator of your choice.
Yes.
And
Talk to us on the Twitter,
talk to us on Twitter, Facebook,
@NoCatPodcast.
Instagram,
Twitch.tv/NoCatPodcast.
Sometimes we stream on Twitch, not as regularly as we would like because scheduling has gotten weird and crazy in this weird and crazy new world we live in.
We'll find a new solution to that works better soon.
But we got full playthroughs of Dark Souls and whatnot
That's
up there.
right, I forgot. And FF7 Remake.
And FF7 Remake and whatnot. That's included in the whatnot.
Whatnot can carry a lot of weight, actually.
And you know what? Instead of doing something to help us, do something nice for yourself this week. Just, something you normally wouldn't do.
Like tell a friend about the show?
No, I mean, like, buy a nice candle and take a bath.
Do that. We recommend it.
Masturbate with actual lube instead of soap or something. I don't know. Whatever suits
Treat
you.
yourself. Okay, what's the dessert? Corn dogs? Have we had corn dogs?
No.
Corn dogs. I fucking love corn dogs.
I do too.
Is it Astar? But
Who
like
else?
16
Who
years
else?
ago? No.
What do you mean?
It's an ancient machine, though.
No, it's not. It was built for the Sorceress War as a bunker.
Oh yeah. Well, we're not using this.
But it was built
as a boat.
It's possible they built it.
I don't know.
Because they escaped from S-Star. What do you mean it looks older? What are you talking about?
It doesn't have any of the look of the S-Star shit.
It has like the crystal things and it's high technology. There's no other place in the world that has that kind of shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had to.